Hello again guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're in the Kingdom of Bhutan and we're in the default A320 and we're going to try a top 100 landing challenge into Paro. Do hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. It really helps the channel to grow. And if you have any comments or questions for me, please leave them down in the comments section below. Anyway, let's jump into the flight deck and begin our approach into Paro. So here we are on the flight deck of the A320. I've just gone with the selected speed of 135 knots. Chose not to use managed speed or the V-approach calculated in the MCDU, mainly because the V-approach calculated seemed unusually high and the auto thrust on the default A320 is pretty sketchy. So we've gone selected speed and we'll just adjust the thrust manually as required. So as you can see, we're heading down the valley towards runway 15. We're a little bit further to the right of the river than it looks like they tend to fly in real life. However, due to a number of handling issues that the default 320 still has, this was the best way that I could come up with for flying the approach and getting a decent score out of it. 500. So that's checked 500. Starting our turn now towards the runway. As you can see, we hug the hills a little bit more closely than the real life approach. Again, just to help ease up the turn back onto the centre line. I find that the aileron control is pretty poor and unrealistic at a low speed and short final in the 320 currently. We're a little bit lower on the approach than would be realistic. These trees also don't seem to be quite as high on the real approach. 100. I thought I'd overcook the turn a little bit here. As you can see, we're starting to drift right of the centre line. However, I managed to recover it reasonably nicely. Flaring now. And a decent touchdown on the touchdown zone. Derotating the nose wheel. A little bit squiggly on the rudder. The rudder's still overly sensitive in this sim, I find. Keeping an eye on the speed now. There's 70 knots, so cancelling reverse thrust. And just a bit of manual braking to bring the aircraft to a stop. All in all, that was good enough to give us 1,353,000 points. Which, as you can see, was just enough to scrape into the top 100, so that's mission accomplished as far as we're concerned. As you can see, the landing roll needed a bit of work still. Again, I find the rudder to be very sensitive in the sim, so trying to keep things on the centre line is a little bit trickier than in the real world. Anyway, I'm happy with that score. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. It really helps the channel to grow, helps me keep uploading content. If you have any comments or questions for me, please leave them down in the comments section below. I'll do my best to answer them. But for now, thanks very much, and I'll see you all again soon.